I rise today because, or I would like to draw your attention to the struggle of the people of the state of Michigan who are desperately trying to make their voices heard by Governor Snyder and his administration.
Members, if we could please bring the noise level down as we're at the statements section of the agenda. If you please bring the level down, show your colleagues some respect. I apologize. Senator Smith, please continue.
Thank you, Mr. Lieutenant Governor. Less than 30 citizen initiatives have been placed on the ballot since the state's constitution was ratified in 1963. It is not an effort that is undertaken lightly. The voters use this method only when they feel that their elected officials have turned a deaf ear to the voice of the people. Today, nearly 220,000 signatures, far more than the number required, will be turned in to place a repeal of the draconian emergency manager law on the ballot. The people are asking to be heard, Mr. President. The question is, are you willing to listen to them? You weren't listening when thousands rallied on the Capitol lawn demanding that this undemocratic law not be passed. You weren't listening when thousands more rallied in Detroit and Benton Harbor and across the state demanding that duly elected officials remain in the seats that the citizens elected them to. They will rally once again today to emphasize their point that this emergency manager law is unjust and proudly present the signatures that they have gathered to the Secretary of State. Will you listen to them now on this issue before they put this before the voters, issue before the voters? Or will you once again ignore their pleas and seek ways to undermine them? Mr. President, the people are speaking. We cannot govern without them, without their consent. You must pay attention to them. I request that my remarks be printed in the journal. Thank you, Mr. President.